The City of Lights is set to sparkle even brighter in 2024. Paris, the epicenter of romance and revolution, is preparing to host the world for the Summer Olympics. Athletes from every corner of the globe, including our very own Team USA, will be striving for gold. Amidst the excitement and anticipation, a crucial question arises. Will American athletes be safe at the Paris 2024 Olympics? It's a question that weighs heavily on the minds of athletes, coaches, families, and fans alike. The Olympics, while a celebration of human achievement and international camaraderie, have also been at times a stage for tragedy and turmoil. From Munich to Atlanta, the specter of violence has cast a shadow over these grand events. But fear not, sports enthusiasts. We're here to delve deep into the world of Olympic security, to investigate the measures being taken, and to assess the potential risks. Join us as we embark on this journey to uncover the truth about safety at the Paris 2024 Olympics. The Olympics have a long and storied past, and sadly that past includes moments of darkness that remind us of the fragility of peace and security. The 1972 Munich Olympics, forever etched in our collective memory, saw the horrific terrorist attack on Israeli athletes. This tragedy forced the world to confront the vulnerability of even the most celebrated international gatherings. The 1996 Atlanta Olympics were also marred by a bombing in Centennial Olympic Park, a stark reminder that even on American soil, security could be breached. These incidents and others throughout history serve as stark reminders that the pursuit of athletic excellence can never be entirely divorced from the realities of a complex and often dangerous world. However, it's important to note that these tragic events have also served as catalysts for significant advancements in Olympic security. Each Games has brought with it new technologies, enhanced security protocols, and heightened awareness of potential threats. The lessons learned from past mistakes have been meticulously studied and applied to subsequent games. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, in collaboration with host nations, has continuously strived to create a safe and secure environment for athletes and spectators alike. The question remains, however, whether these efforts will be enough to safeguard the Paris 2024 Olympics. Paris, a city that has faced its own share of recent security challenges, is leaving no stone unturned in its preparations for the 2024 Olympics. The French authorities, in coordination with international intelligence agencies, are implementing a multi-layered security strategy that encompasses everything from cutting-edge technology to boots-on-the-ground personnel. Facial recognition software, drone surveillance, and advanced cybersecurity measures are just a few of the tools being deployed to safeguard the Games. Thousands of security personnel, including police officers, military units, and private security contractors, will be on high alert, patrolling venues, monitoring crowds, and responding to any potential threats. The French government has also invested heavily in intelligence gathering and sharing, both domestically and with international partners. The goal is to identify and neutralize potential threats before they can materialize, creating a ring of steel around the Games. But even the most sophisticated security apparatus cannot eliminate all risks entirely. The sheer scale of the Olympics, the number of athletes and spectators, and the global attention it attracts make it an incredibly challenging event to secure. The world in 2024 is a complex and ever-changing landscape, fraught with geopolitical tensions, ideological clashes, and the persistent threat of terrorism. The Paris Olympics as a global spectacle will inevitably be a target for those seeking to disrupt the Games or use them as a platform for their own agendas. Terrorist organizations, both domestic and international, may see the Olympics as an opportunity to inflict mass casualties and sow fear on a global stage. Cyber attacks aimed at disrupting infrastructure, spreading misinformation, or extorting organizers pose another significant threat. Furthermore, social unrest, fueled by economic inequality, political polarization, or other grievances, could spill over into the Olympic Games, posing a challenge for security forces. The threat of lone wolf attacks, inspired by extremist ideologies or personal motivations, adds another layer of complexity to the security landscape. The French authorities are acutely aware of these threats and are taking steps to mitigate them. However, the reality is that in today's interconnected world, no major event can be completely immune to the risks posed by terrorism, cyber attacks, or social unrest. The Munich Massacre, a horrific act of terrorism during the 1972 Summer Olympics, remains one of the darkest chapters in Olympic history. The attack, carried out by Palestinian terrorists against Israeli athletes and coaches, shook the world and exposed the vulnerabilities of large-scale international events. The tragic outcome, 11 Israeli athletes and coaches and 1 German police officer dead, sent shockwaves through the international community. The Munich Massacre was a wake-up call, sparking a fundamental shift in Olympic security. "16 years after the Munich Massacre, the Olympic Games returned to the United States, this time to Atlanta, Georgia. The 1996 Summer Olympics, dubbed the Centennial Olympic Games, were meant to be a celebration of the Games' 100th anniversary and a showcase of American hospitality and spirit. However, tragedy struck once again, reminding the world that even on American soil, the threat of terrorism was very real. On July 27, 1996, a pipe bomb exploded in Centennial Olympic Park, a gathering place for spectators and athletes in the heart of Atlanta's Olympic festivities. The blast killed 1 person and injured dozens more, casting a pall over the Games and raising serious questions about security measures. The bombing in Atlanta, while not on the scale of the Munich Massacre, was a stark reminder that the threat of terrorism remained a significant concern for the Olympic Games. It also highlighted the challenges of securing large, open spaces, like the park, where thousands of people gathered each day. In the wake of the Atlanta bombing, security measures at the Games were immediately heightened. Bag checks became commonplace, security personnel were deployed in greater numbers, and surveillance systems were enhanced. The bombing served as a tragic but crucial lesson in the importance of vigilance and adaptability in the face of evolving security threats. The dawn of the new millennium brought with it the Sydney 2000 Summer Olympics, an event that marked a turning point in Olympic security. The Sydney Games, held against the backdrop of growing global terrorism concerns and the rise of sophisticated security technologies, saw the implementation of unprecedented security measures. The Australian government, determined to prevent a repeat of the tragedies of Munich and Atlanta, invested heavily in security infrastructure and personnel. Over 15,000 security personnel were deployed throughout the city, including police officers, military units, and private security contractors. Sydney 2000 also saw the introduction of advanced security technologies, including facial recognition software, biometric identification systems, and extensive CCTV networks. These technologies, while controversial to some, were seen as necessary to enhance security and deter potential threats. The Sydney Olympics, while not without their security challenges, were widely praised for their comprehensive and effective security measures. The Games marked a significant shift towards a more proactive and technology-driven approach to Olympic security, a legacy that would continue to shape security planning for future Games. The 2012 Summer Olympics, held in London, were a testament to the evolving nature of Olympic security in the post-9/11 world. The London Games, taking place in a city that had been the target of terrorist attacks in the past, faced a complex security landscape characterized by both domestic and international threats. The British authorities, determined to create a ring of steel around the Games, implemented a multi-layered security strategy that combined advanced technology with a massive security presence. Over 18,000 security personnel were deployed across London, including police officers, military units, and private security contractors. One of the most visible aspects of London's security apparatus was the deployment of surface-to-air missiles on rooftops surrounding Olympic venues. This controversial measure, while criticized by some as being heavy-handed, reflected the very real threat of aerial attacks. London 2012 also saw the widespread use of surveillance technologies, including CCTV cameras, facial recognition software, and automatic number plate recognition systems. These technologies, while effective in deterring and detecting potential threats, also raised concerns about privacy and civil liberties. The 2016 Summer Olympics, held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presented unique security challenges, highlighting the intersection of social, political, and economic factors with traditional security concerns. Rio, a city known for its vibrant culture and stunning natural beauty, was also grappling with high levels of crime, social inequality, and political instability in the lead-up to the Games. The Brazilian government, facing a complex security landscape, deployed over 85,000 security personnel, making it the largest security force in Olympic history. This massive deployment was not only tasked with preventing terrorist attacks, but also with addressing concerns about street crime, gang violence, and potential protests. The Rio Olympics were also marked by concerns about the Zika virus, a mosquito-borne illness that had spread throughout Brazil. The outbreak, declared a public health emergency by the World Health Organization, raised concerns about the safety of athletes and visitors alike. Despite these challenges, the Rio Olympics proceeded relatively smoothly, with no major security incidents reported. However, the Games served as a reminder that Olympic security planning must be adaptable and responsive to the unique social, political, and environmental contexts of each host city. The history of Olympic security is a testament to the ever-evolving nature of threats and the constant need to adapt and innovate. From the tragic lessons of Munich to the technological advancements of more recent games, each iteration of the Olympics has shaped the way security is approached. The Munich massacre, a watershed moment in Olympic history, forced the world to confront the vulnerability of large-scale international events and the need for comprehensive security measures. Subsequent games have built upon the lessons learned from Munich, with each tragedy or near miss prompting a reassessment and refinement of security protocols. The evolution of Olympic security has been marked by a constant tension between ensuring the safety and security of athletes and spectators, while also preserving the festive and welcoming spirit of the Games. Striking this balance remains a challenge, as security measures can sometimes feel intrusive or at odds with the celebratory atmosphere. As we look ahead to the Paris 2024 Olympics, the legacy of lessons learned from past games will undoubtedly inform security planning. The threat landscape continues to evolve, with new challenges posed by terrorism, cyber attacks, and social unrest. However, the commitment to ensuring the safety and security of the Games remains unwavering. Paris, a city renowned for its elegance and charm, is preparing to don a different kind of armor in 2024, a high-tech shield of surveillance and security. The French authorities are leaving no stone unturned to safeguard the Olympics. Paris 2024 will deploy cutting-edge technologies to deter, detect, and respond to threats in real time. Thousands of cameras with facial recognition will scan crowds, matching faces against databases. High above, drones with high-resolution cameras will provide a bird's-eye view. And behind the scenes, robust cybersecurity will protect the digital heart of the Games. Behind the scenes of this technological marvel stands an army of dedicated individuals, the unsung heroes ensuring the safety of the Paris 2024 Olympics. These men and women in uniform and plain clothes are the guardians of the Games. You'll see them patrolling the streets, scanning crowds for any sign of trouble. At security checkpoints, they inspect bags and use scanners to ensure safety. Behind the scenes, intelligence analysts gather information and identify potential threats. First responders, police officers, firefighters, and medical personnel are ready to protect others. They are the true heroes, ensuring the Olympic spirit prevails. The Paris 2024 Olympics are a global event demanding a global security response. France collaborates with international partners, sharing intelligence and coordinating efforts to create a seamless web of protection. This unprecedented level of cooperation enhances the security of the Games exponentially. In today's digital age, the security of the Olympic Games extends far beyond the physical realm. Paris 2024 is investing heavily in cybersecurity, employing ethical hackers to probe for vulnerabilities and protect the digital infrastructure. These digital guardians work tirelessly to ensure the Olympic spirit remains unbroken in the digital realm. Picture the roar of the crowd, the electric atmosphere, athletes pushing their limits. Beneath this celebration lies a complex security apparatus ensuring a safe environment. Each venue, from Stade de France to the Aquatic Center, will be transformed into a fortress with rigorous screening processes. A visible security presence will be stationed throughout, ready to respond to any incidents. The Olympic Games draw in massive crowds, creating a logistical challenge of epic proportions. Effective crowd management combines careful planning, strategic infrastructure, and a well-trained security force. Organizers will map out pedestrian flow patterns and implement measures to mitigate congestion. Trained personnel will direct foot traffic and address any issues that may arise. The Olympic Games are a city-wide spectacle, requiring comprehensive transportation security. From Charles de Gaulle Airport to venues and hotels, every aspect of the transportation network will be secured. Increased patrols, plainclothes officers, and security cameras will provide surveillance. Baggage screening and random security checks will deter potential threats. Amidst high-tech gadgets and armed personnel, the human spirit remains at the heart of the Games. Security personnel are trained to interact with the public in a friendly manner, creating a culture of respect and understanding. The Paris 2024 Olympics will celebrate our shared humanity while ensuring safety. Terrorism is a threat that has haunted the Olympic Games for decades. Paris, scarred by past attacks, is not backing down. French authorities, with international intelligence agencies, are disrupting plots and strengthening security measures. The goal is to anticipate threats and stay one step ahead of those who seek to sow chaos. Homegrown extremism has emerged as a significant security challenge. France has seen a rise in right-wing extremism, posing a unique challenge to security forces. Surveillance and counter-narratives are key to neutralizing potential threats before they materialize. The battleground of the 21st century is also digital. The Paris 2024 Olympics, reliant on technology, are a prime target for cyber attacks. French authorities and private cybersecurity firms are strengthening defenses to protect against these threats. The Olympics can become a focal point for social unrest. France has experienced social unrest, and the Games could amplify existing tensions. Dialogue with activist groups and a measured response will ensure social unrest does not overshadow the Games. The COVID-19 pandemic has reshaped how we think about health security at large events. Enhanced sanitation, testing protocols, and vaccination requirements are being implemented. The Paris 2024 Olympics will demonstrate how large-scale events can be held safely in a post-pandemic world. Security planning is about anticipating the unexpected. Adaptability and resilience are paramount in responding to unforeseen events. Security forces must be agile, able to adjust plans and tactics under pressure. Section 7. The price of security, balancing safety and freedom. The quest for security often comes at a price paid in terms of personal freedom, privacy, and the open and welcoming spirit that defines the Olympic Games. As security measures become more intrusive, as surveillance technologies proliferate, as the line between vigilance and suspicion blurs, it's important to ask ourselves, how much freedom are we willing to sacrifice in the name of safety? The Paris 2024 Olympics will be a test case for this delicate balance. Facial recognition technology, drone surveillance, data mining. These tools have the potential to enhance security, but they also raise concerns about privacy and civil liberties. Finding the right balance will require careful consideration, open debate, and a commitment to transparency and accountability. It will require engaging with civil society groups, addressing their concerns, and ensuring that security measures are proportionate, necessary, and subject to appropriate oversight. The goal should be to create a secure environment without turning the games into a fortress, to protect people without stifling the spirit of openness and celebration that defines the Olympic ideal. In the face of these challenges, it's easy to succumb to fear, to allow anxiety and uncertainty to overshadow the joy and excitement of the Olympic Games. But it's important to remember that terrorism, cyber attacks, and other threats are ultimately aimed at undermining our spirit, at eroding our faith in humanity, at dividing us and sowing discord. The Olympics, at their core, represent the opposite of these forces. They are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, to our ability to come together, to celebrate our shared humanity, to strive for excellence, and to build bridges of understanding across cultures and continents. The Paris 2024 Olympics will be a celebration of this spirit, a defiant act of hope and optimism in a world often marred by conflict and division. Yes, there will be challenges, there will be risks, but the spirit of the Games, the spirit of unity and camaraderie, will prevail. The world will come together, not in fear, but in celebration, demonstrating that the bonds that unite us are far stronger than the forces that seek to divide us. The question of safety at the Paris 2024 Olympics is a complex one, with no easy answers. To get a better understanding of the challenges and potential solutions, we turn to the expert security analysts, terrorism experts, and cybersecurity professionals who have dedicated their careers to assessing and mitigating risks. The threat landscape is constantly evolving, says Dr. Emily Carter, a security analyst specializing in international sporting events. What we saw in Munich and Atlanta, even in London, those were different times. Today, we face a much more diffuse and unpredictable threat environment. Dr. Carter points to the rise of homegrown terrorism, the proliferation of cyber threats, and the potential for social unrest as major challenges facing security forces in Paris. It's not just about preventing attacks, she explains. It's about creating a security posture that is both robust and adaptable, able to respond effectively to a wide range of potential threats. But it's not just about physical security, as Dr. John Miller, a cybersecurity expert, emphasizes. The digital infrastructure of the Games is a prime target for hackers, he warns, disrupting the ticketing system, spreading misinformation, even launching cyber attacks on critical infrastructure. These are all possibilities that security officials need to be prepared for. To get a glimpse into the massive security operation being planned for the Paris 2024 Olympics, we spoke with Jean-Pierre Dubois, a former French intelligence official who is now a security consultant for major international events. The planning for an event of this scale is extraordinarily complex, Dubois explains. It's like a giant jigsaw puzzle, with thousands of pieces that need to fit together perfectly. Dubois describes a multi-layered security approach, encompassing everything from intelligence gathering and threat assessment to venue security, crowd management, and cyber defense. We're using all the tools at our disposal, he says, from advanced surveillance technologies to good old-fashioned human intelligence. One of the biggest challenges, according to Dubois, is striking the right balance between security and the Olympic spirit. We want to create a safe and secure environment, he says, but we also want to preserve the festive and welcoming atmosphere that defines the Games. Section 3. An athlete's voice, balancing dreams with concerns. For athletes, the Olympic Games represent the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. It's a time to shine on the world stage, to test their limits, and to achieve their dreams. But the specter of terrorism and other threats can cast a shadow over these aspirations, adding a layer of anxiety to the already pressure-packed event. Of course, it's something that's always in the back of your mind, says Sarah Thompson, a track and field athlete who is hoping to compete in Paris. But you can't let it consume you. You have to trust that the security forces are doing everything they can to keep us safe. Thompson acknowledges that the threat of terrorism is a reality of the world we live in, but she refuses to let it deter her from pursuing her Olympic dreams. "I'm not going to let fear dictate my life," she says. "I'm going to Paris to compete, to give it my all, and to represent my country with pride." To understand the cyber threats facing the Paris 2024 Olympics, we turn to an unlikely source, an ethical hacker who has been hired in the past to test the security of major events. "The Olympics are a dream target for hackers," says the hacker, who asked to remain anonymous. "The amount of data being generated, the critical infrastructure involved, the global attention, it's all a recipe for cyber mayhem." The hacker describes a range of potential cyber attacks, from disrupting the ticketing system and spreading misinformation to launching ransomware attacks, and even disrupting critical infrastructure. "The possibilities are endless," he warns, "and the attackers only need to be right once." The good news, according to the hacker, is that security officials are taking the cyber threat seriously. They're investing in the right technologies, hiring the right people, and adopting a proactive approach to cybersecurity, he says. But it's a constant arms race. The attackers are always evolving, so the defenders need to evolve as well. Section 5. The global view, international cooperation is key. The security of the Olympic Games is not just a matter for the host nation, it's a global responsibility. Terrorism, cybercrime, and other threats know no borders, so it's essential that countries work together to share intelligence, coordinate security efforts, and present a united front against those who would seek to disrupt the Games. International cooperation is absolutely critical, says Ambassador Pierre Delacroix, a former French diplomat who now specializes in international security. No single country can do this alone. Delacroix points to the importance of sharing information about potential threats, coordinating security operations, and providing mutual assistance in the event of an incident. "The Olympics are a symbol of international cooperation and understanding," he says. "We need to embody that spirit in our approach to security as well." The Paris 2024 Olympics will be a test case for this spirit of cooperation, a demonstration of the world's ability to come together to address shared security challenges. Section 6. The human factor, training for the unthinkable. Technology and intelligence are essential, but they are only part of the equation. The human factor, training, judgment, and courage can mean the difference between a near miss and a catastrophe. "You can have the most sophisticated systems," says Sergeant Marie Leclerc, "but without proper training, they're useless." Leclerc describes a rigorous regimen including firearms, tactical driving, and crowd control. "We train for every possible scenario," she says, "because you never know what you'll face." It's not just about physical skills, as Leclerc emphasizes. We also train our officers to be observant, to think critically, and to trust their instincts. The Paris 2024 Olympics will be the ultimate test for these highly trained professionals. Section 1. A city on edge. Parisians prepare for the Games. The streets of Paris, usually alive with the rhythm of daily life, are taking on a different feel as the city prepares to host the 2024 Olympics. Amidst the excitement and anticipation, a palpable tension hangs in the air, a mixture of anticipation and apprehension. "We're proud to be hosting the Games," says Sophie Dubois, a shopkeeper in the Marais district. "But of course, we're also a bit nervous." Her words echo the sentiments of many Parisians who are acutely aware of the security challenges facing the city. The shadow of past terrorist attacks lingers, a stark reminder of the city's vulnerability. "We can't live in fear," says Jean-Claude Martin, a retired teacher sipping coffee at a sidewalk cafe. "But we also can't be naive. We have to be vigilant." The increased security presence is evident everywhere. Armed police officers patrolling the streets, concrete barriers erected around tourist attractions, security checkpoints at the entrances to public buildings. The city feels different, more subdued, as if holding its breath. While security concerns weigh heavily on the minds of some, for others, the Olympics represent a beacon of hope, a symbol of resilience in a world often marred by conflict and division. For young athletes like 17-year-old gymnast Camille Leclerc, the Games are a dream come true, the culmination of years of relentless training and unwavering dedication. Ever since I was a little girl, I've dreamed of competing in the Olympics, says Camille, her eyes sparkling with excitement. It's what I've been working towards my entire life. Camille trains 6 days a week, pushing her body and mind to their limits, honing her skills to a razor-sharp edge. The pressure is immense, but so too is the reward. To represent my country on the world stage, to compete against the best of the best, it's an incredible honor, she says. Camille is aware of the security concerns surrounding the Games, but she refuses to let fear overshadow her Olympic dream. I trust that the authorities are doing everything they can to keep us safe, she says. My focus is on my performance, on giving it my all and making my country proud. Section 3. The Weight of Legacy, a Champion's Perspective. For some athletes, the Paris 2024 Olympics will be more than just a competition. They will be a chance to cement their legacy, to inspire a new generation, and to demonstrate the enduring power of the human spirit. Swimmer Alain Bernard, a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and a national hero in France, knows this feeling well. The Olympics are more than just a sporting event, says Bernard, reflecting on his own experiences. They are a celebration of human potential, of our ability to overcome adversity and achieve greatness. Bernard believes that the Paris 2024 Olympics will be a powerful symbol of resilience, a testament to the city's ability to rebound from tragedy and to welcome the world with open arms. We will show the world that Paris is a city of strength, of courage, and of hope, he says. Bernard's words carry a weight of experience, a reminder that even in the face of uncertainty, the Olympic spirit, a spirit of unity, of sportsmanship, of striving for excellence, can prevail. Section 4. Beyond the Games, the long-term impact on security. The security measures being implemented for the Paris 2024 Olympics are not just about protecting the Games themselves, they are also about creating a legacy of enhanced security for the city and for France as a whole. The lessons learned, the technologies deployed, and the strategies developed will have a lasting impact on how security is approached in the years to come. The Olympics are a catalyst for innovation, says security consultant Jean-Pierre Dubois. They force us to think outside the box, to develop new technologies and strategies to address evolving threats. Dubois points to the use of artificial intelligence, facial recognition technology, and predictive analytics as examples of how the Olympics are driving innovation in the security sector. These technologies, once considered futuristic, are now becoming commonplace, he says, and they will continue to play an increasingly important role in keeping us safe in the years to come. But the legacy of the Paris 2024 Olympics will extend far beyond technology. It's also about building partnerships, enhancing cooperation, and developing best practices that can be shared with other cities and countries, says Dubois. Section 5. Finding Hope in the Face of Fear. As the countdown to the Paris 2024 Olympics continues, the world watches with bated breath, a mixture of excitement and trepidation swirling in the air. The threat of terrorism, of cyber attacks, of unforeseen events. These are realities of our time, shadows that loom over even the most joyous of occasions. But amidst the heightened security, the anxieties, and the what-ifs, it's important to remember what the Olympics represent: a celebration of human achievement, a testament to our resilience, and a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. The spirit of the Games, a spirit of unity, of sportsmanship, of striving for excellence. This is what will endure long after the medals have been awarded and the crowds have gone home. It is in this spirit, a spirit that transcends borders and differences, that we find hope in the face of fear, resilience in the face of adversity, and a shared belief in the power of humanity to overcome even the most daunting of challenges. The Paris 2024 Olympics will be a testament to this spirit, a beacon of hope illuminating a path towards a brighter future. Paris 2024, a balancing act of hope and vigilance. The City of Lights faces a delicate balancing act. The Games represent a beacon of hope and international cooperation, yet threats like terrorism and cyber attacks loom large. French authorities have constructed a comprehensive security apparatus. From technology to personnel, every aspect is meticulously planned. The goal is to anticipate threats while preserving the Olympic spirit. In the face of these challenges, it's easy to succumb to fear, to allow anxiety and uncertainty to overshadow the joy and excitement of the Olympic Games. But it's important to remember that terrorism, cyber attacks, and other threats are ultimately aimed at undermining our spirit, at eroding our faith in humanity, at dividing us and sowing discord. The Olympics, at their core, represent the opposite of these forces. They are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, to our ability to come together, to celebrate our shared humanity, to strive for excellence, and to build bridges of understanding across cultures and continents. The Games remind us that even in a world often marred by conflict and division, there is still beauty, there is still hope, there is still a shared desire for peace and understanding. The athletes themselves, with their dedication, their sportsmanship, and their pursuit of excellence, embody this spirit. They remind us that even in the face of adversity, even when the odds seem stacked against us, the human spirit can prevail. They inspire us to strive for greatness, to never give up on our dreams, and to believe in the power of unity and cooperation. A shared responsibility, protecting the Olympic dream. The security of the Olympic Games is not merely the responsibility of the host city or nation, it is a shared responsibility of the entire global community. Terrorism, cybercrime, and other threats know no borders, and it is only through international cooperation, intelligence sharing, and a united front that we can hope to mitigate these risks and create a safe and secure environment for the Games. The Paris 2024 Olympics will be a test of this shared responsibility, a demonstration of the world's ability to come together to address common threats and to protect the values that the Games represent. It will require a concerted effort from governments, security agencies, private organizations, and individuals alike to remain vigilant, to share information, and to work together to ensure the safety and security of all those involved. But our responsibility extends beyond simply preventing attacks. It also encompasses preserving the spirit of the Games, ensuring that security measures do not come at the expense of openness, inclusivity, and the celebration of our shared humanity. It is a delicate balancing act, but one that we must strive to achieve if we are to ensure that the Olympic dream continues to inspire future generations. Looking ahead, a legacy of security and resilience. The legacy of the Paris 2024 Olympics will be measured not only by the athletic achievements on display, but also by the success of its security measures and the enduring spirit of the Games themselves. The lessons learned, the technologies deployed, and the partnerships forged will have a lasting impact on how security is approached at future international sporting events and beyond. Paris has the opportunity to set a new standard for security at mega events, demonstrating that it is possible to create a safe and secure environment without compromising the values of openness, inclusivity, and international cooperation. By embracing innovation, fostering collaboration, and remaining steadfast in the face of adversity, Paris can leave a legacy that extends far beyond the closing ceremony, a legacy of security, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit. So as the world turns its attention to Paris in 2024, let us do so with a sense of cautious optimism, with a belief in the power of human ingenuity and cooperation to overcome adversity, and with a shared commitment to protecting the Olympic dream for generations to come. The Games may face challenges, but the spirit of the Olympics, the spirit of unity, sportsmanship, and hope will endure.